Hi guys, welcome to week 5 postpartum. Poet will be 5 weeks old tomorrow, so this is my 5th week postpartum. We had a really great week. I decided that we were going on this impromptu road trip. I randomly picked a place and was like, cool, we're doing it, booked it, didn't even tell Mark. It was Mother's Day weekend, and we made it work, and it was really cool. We had an amazing trip down there. 7.5 hours. I stopped probably every 2.5 hours for a breastfeed. She slept the whole time, and the boys were allowed to be on their iPads for the second half of the trip. So they watched shows and, they're such media-starved children because they don't get to watch TV in their everyday life. So they were really gung-ho to sit and just watch shows back to back. And it gave Mark and I such an amazing just opportunity to be with each other and chat and connect in a way that I feel like we haven't been able to have uninterrupted. We can have these moments of connection, but then something will happen. I'm like, sorry, Forrest needs me, or Bodie's around, he's listening in our conversation, or the baby needs to be bathed, or I'm breastfeeding, or I'm having to do a vlog, or I'm working, or he's working and on his phone. And we talked a lot about that and how addicting it can be to be on your phone. So many people just have a phone at the end of their hand, and it goes off, and then they're messaging, and then I may as well check Instagram. So then on Instagram, they go down a rabbit hole there, bounce over to Twitter, check the news, Google stuff, what's going on, check the favorite blog, and then all of a sudden you're not here, you're not in your surroundings, you're not present with the people that are right in front of you because you're interested in whatever's happening on your phone. It's such an epidemic. I love it. It's a curse and it's a blessing. It's amazing that we can have information just right here, and it's so accessible and we can get it immediately. But I also think that, when I was a teenager, I had one of those, I think it was called like a 9110 or something. 9210, I can't remember. But it was like this block phone, and all I could do is text and play Snake. And that was it. And so it wasn't that addictive because you just used it for those sole purposes. You'll get on the phone, you can have a conversation and be present in the conversation. And you would text, but it wasn't something where you could jump on and have access to the internet, and the photo quality was so bad. So that's the other thing, is that this phone has my camera as well, and I'm constantly with my children wanting to take photos, and I have been really slack when it comes to getting back to people on email, getting back to people on text. I feel like I'm so behind on work stuff because I really, since Poet was born almost 5 weeks ago, I just haven't been on my phone the way that I was previously. I've been with her. I have 3 children. I also need to have the space to be with my husband, and I just don't have as much free time to be going through my phone. And I've got to say, it's so liberating, and I'm sure friends of mine are getting really annoyed with me because I'm not as quick back on my phone, but I'm really enjoying it, and I'm prioritizing, and I'm getting to be present. And I feel like because I'm being present, I'm really getting to enjoy these newborn days, and as you know, they go so fast. I cannot believe she's going to be 5 weeks tomorrow. And I get to live in these moments where I'm just with her and I'm appreciating what's happening right now. And I'm really grateful for that. And so the journey that it took to get to Coffin Bay was really beautiful and enriching and completely recharging to Mark and I as a couple. We opened our hearts up. We talked about so many things that we don't have enough time and space to talk about. We came up with a movie idea. We talked about future plans. We talked about complexities of figuring out, this blended family situation, how hard that can be. And we talked about our decision to live in Australia because, it's such a safe country and we feel great here and we love raising children here, and, what that means for the future, what that looks like, how we're going to balance it. All those things that we just only usually have a few minutes here and there to talk about. So that's one of my favorite things about a road trip. And we've already planned our next road trip, which is going to be with Mark and I, our 3 children. Isaac's coming too. My mum is coming. We're renting a big bus, and almost like one of those buses that people take when they go on tour. And then we are just driving cross country in America, and we're going to have some epic adventure. Mark and I will be in the front, the kids will be in the back having fun. My mum will be there, so if anyone needs something, she's always going to be another person to help out, which is great. And they love Nana, and my mum's really excited. She's never seen many other parts of America before, so she's excited about that. We're going to do that in June, which is great because it's the summer holidays for Isaac, who goes to school in America. So it's just, that road trip was exactly what we needed, and the kids did really well and they loved it. We were only really there for one full day, but we rode our bikes around. We appreciated this tiny little beachside town, and we just got to be together as a family. Just how beautiful and simple, and it's these little things that I love so much in life. I don't need massive adventures and plan after plan after plan, but just to be in a sleepy town and it's like, what are we gonna do now? Oh, I know, let's play Twister, or let's play Uno, let's hang out, kids can watch a show, let's cook dinner together, let's go for a walk. And it was just so nice. I'm really glad that we did it. This week's been good. Missy Moo, the last 2 nights, has had gas from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. So that means that she has this big, beautiful, long stretch of about 5 hours, which feels great. And it's almost enough for me to get through the day and to feel pretty rejuvenated. And then the second half of the night, it's like these little pieces I'm getting because she's so gassy and grunty, like trying to work out what's going on with her tummy, and she's pooping and she's trying to poop, and then she's burping, and then she's like, she thinks she wants to nurse, but she doesn't really want to nurse. And so it's been, that's been a little challenging, but I know that it comes at the same time every night. She's just a creature of habit. Today I bought some gripe water, so I'm going to see how that goes, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to head down the gas drops direction. Otherwise, I know she'll figure it out and she'll get through it, and in a few weeks' time there'll be something else going on. Her butt looks better, but I switched nappies when we were away because I ran out of nappies because she is Queen Pooper. We call her Queen everything. The Queen has requested the breast. That's what Bodhi will say when she's crying on the ground. It's like, Queenie has requested to nurse. And it's really cute because she's so tiny, but she's very demanding. She wants what she wants when she wants it, and she needs to get it otherwise. And she will go from 0 to 100. She'll be like, happy, smiling, giggling. And then if she realizes that she hasn't nursed, or she's hungry, or she needs to be picked up, she will just go so quickly into purple face, screaming, and her body shakes. And then we pick her up and she's like, I mean, it's really adorable. And we love the name Queen Baby for her and our Queenie. But yeah, anyway, today is cool. I keep looking at my rear vision mirror because Melissa Jean Babies is coming back to shoot us. We're doing our first little baby shoot with her, so that's nice. She did my pregnancy shoot, and they were the most beautiful photos. And then Gemma Pranita, actually Gemma Pina is her photography name, she shot my birth and the first day photos of Poet, so I have those divine photos. And then now Melissa's come over today to do this other photo shoot, which will be really nice. So this week has been really, really great, pretty easy, lots of sleeping from her, just having to be organized, like I said, pack the bag the night before, make sure the kids' school lunches are done the night before, lay out the outfits. Phew, now I can go to bed. I wake up and boom, 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 I know where everything is. I don't have to search for it in the morning, and that has meant that we're getting out of the house on time and we're not late, and that's my pet peeve, is being late. So it all seems to be working really smoothly right now. Touch wood, there's no wood in this car. But I am hopeful it will continue on, and that maybe the gripe water is going to help the gas. We will see. But yeah, that's it. It's been really nice, and she's such a chunker. She's put on so much weight. And I've been exercising this week too. I didn't even really talk about that in my blog post, but today I did baby bar. So it was at the bar, and a lot of kind of ballet and lots of arm work with her on me or just lying on the blanket on the floor. And that was really fun. And then the day before that I did hot yoga. Day before that I worked out with James Steigen, and he is doing very specific moves of postpartum, which is great. And so it's been a really good week, and my body's feeling stronger, and I don't have the separation, which is fantastic, in my tummy that I thought I might have. It seems to have gone back, which is great. I did have that with Forrest, so it's lucky I didn't get it this time around. It means I can jump back into some of the ab work and prepare myself to get back to work in July. Okay, so we have another week left in Adelaide. Really sad, but we have a little goodbye thing for Bodhi this weekend, that his school is throwing him, and they're buying him a puggle. It's really, really cute. They know him so well and they love him and they want to celebrate him in that way, and it's just adorable. But I know we're going to be back, and I'm feeling excited to be back and to know this is our home, and we have such a nice place to come back home to. So I'm looking forward to being back in January, and for now I'm just going to enjoy this next week and a little bit. Alright guys, I'm going to go and do this photo shoot. So that almost sounded like I said photo shit. Photo shoot. Alright, I will see you next week. Okay, bye.